Hi everyone, this is Tori. Hope everyone is having a good night. I just wanted to discuss Work Group Three's second group discussion about ADA then and now. So, as far as the ADA, it was started in 1990 and is one of America's most extensive pieces of civil rights legislation. And what it does is it prohibits discrimination and guarantees that people with disabilities have the same opportunities as everyone else to participate in the general population of American life. This includes enjoying employment opportunities, or also includes purchasing goods and services, as well as participating in state and local government programs and services. The ADA was then amended in 2008. And as a discussion, I think all of us in the group believes that the ADA has made a lot of progress and improvements throughout the many years that it has been around, but also has a ways to go. Kim brought up an excellent point. Kim noted as society progresses, more and more people are utilizing products that may have initially been designed for individuals with disabilities based on exposure and understanding. And she pointed out specific instances, such as closed captioning being used to promote reading skills, or curb cuts used by senior citizens as a way of navigating, and even the fact that texting was originally designed for use by deaf individuals, but now it is used worldwide today. This helped me really understand a different aspect of how ADA has helped not only individuals with disabilities, but also has reached to the masses of society and has created a long wind of changes, basically, which has, been a positive outcome. Jason also noted that the most significant improvements appear to have occurred in telecommunication access, such as services for hearing or speech impaired, transportation with access to more wheelchair accessible taxis and buses, and access to public accommodation through wheelchair ramps and elevators. This really means that society as a whole is trying to be more inclusive of individuals with disabilities as well as more accommodating, and that is definitely being seen through the ADA. Now, while the ADA has shown progression and still remains somewhat ambiguous, Blair noted there is still vagueness in the definition of disability among the ADA, and I tend to agree with her. In a lot of cases, employers still need to clarify what classifies as a disability so that employers may be able to provide the appropriate accommodation. The adjustments have added more comprehension to the definition of disability, which in turns appears to cover more disabilities under the legislation and more of a broad range of individuals with disabilities. However, the ADA, like I said above, still has their hurdles. The unemployment rate of individuals with disabilities remains fairly high. The progress of people with disabilities in an occupational settings also remains a challenge. With new laws impacting employers and a growing realization in corporate America of the need to hire more skilled workers, disability advocates are cautiously being optimistic. There appears to still be attitudes in the workforce about individuals with disabilities not being as qualified. And I wasn't aware of that, so I read an article, and when it was asked, when employers were asked what their greatest challenge in hiring people with disabilities is, they say it was a lack of qualified candidates, says Carol Glaser, who is the president of the National Organization of Disability, also known as NOD. There seems to still be a disconnect then between the employer and the disabled individual, whether that is attitudes towards disability that the employer has preconceived, or whether it is the fear of failure by the disabled individual. Either way, the protections are there, And it is just being able to find a way to kind of fully break through that barrier and making sure that the employer remains educated on the ADA as well as specific disabilities and accommodations. In the coming years, the ADA may have to make other changes to the legislation. And one thing is clear, though, that the ADA has made progress with society as a whole and has positively influenced a lot of different aspects of society. So I'm sure there is more to come on changes in the future with the ADA, but for now, it is safe to say there has been some progress made. So thank you, everybody. That concludes my discussion and overview, and hope everyone has a great night. Take care.